Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your next 24 hours for November 2025. Whenever you see this reading is whenever you are supposed to get this message. Leo, keep in mind time is fluid and this is your channel. We're going to start off this reading with a number, and your number from Spirit is 0 again. With I am limitless. I swear you just got the number 0, but you got 0, 0. Now this time you have 1, 0. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I swear, I think you just got 00 in the last reading I put out for the next 24 hours. So that is really, really synchronized that you have the zeros coming in once again. So this card gives you an indication that you are limitless. You could do whatever you want to do. There is no beginning. There is no end. There is no blocks. There is no obstacle. Whatever that does seem to you, it could be something that you need to move forward and move past to obtain the mentality of being limitless. Some of you are born on a date that holds a 0. So you could be born on the 10th or the 30th. You may have already started seeing zeros, license plates, billboards, social media, wherever you see digits. But pay attention, there is new insight coming in. And zeros are also like a starting from scratch energy. So there could be something that you want to do, Leo, that you have never done before. And the zeros are saying, hey, we gave you this new insight. We gave you this new understanding, and it's time for you to do it. You also have the energy of new moon and Gemini with communication is key. All right, so you may even have some conversations that you have never had before, possibly with people you have never spoken to before. That's what I'm getting here, because right when I started saying that sentence, I could feel the secondary part of the sentence and saying, oh, no, no, no. It's not just conversations you haven't had before, but you're going to talk to certain people that you have not spoken to before in this lifetime. So communication is key. Pay attention to who you exchange information with. Maybe there's even somebody around you that maybe you see them in your work building. Maybe you see them in your apartment. Maybe you see them in a place where it's a common area. And you may feel like I'm going to talk to that person one day. Like when I went to massage school, I was in maybe a class of like 30 people, and there was this one girl, and I was like, I'm going to be friends with that person. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know for a fact I will connect with her. And why did I think that? Because she had 333 and I have the 888s, and she was the only one in the class that had angel numbers on them. And she didn't even see my tattoo because I normally would wear like long sleeves and stuff like that. But I knew intuitively that that person, I was going to talk to them or something was going to happen with them. And now here we are like 2.5, 3 years later, and she works at my massage suite. So you never know. And I feel for some of you Leos, you have that. You're like, yeah, I feel like there's this person that I'm supposed to talk to, that I'm supposed to interact with, and you will interact with them. You have, from the Quantum Oracle, Consciousness card number 2 with present power. Beautiful. There is actually even a lion in this card. So Leo, your power is raising. You are becoming more capable. You are becoming more in your energy. And when I say that, I mean in that lion energy, brave, confident. And this also holds a dual sense with a tiger as well. And when I see that tiger, I can see it in like art form or like tattoo form. So you may see like art of a tiger, or you may see that somebody has a tattoo of a tiger. I know lion tattoos are very, I guess you could say, popular, but I didn't get tattoo when I looked at the lion. I got tattoo artwork when I looked at the tiger. So pay attention to that type of sign and symbolism here. Leo, I also do feel like you could be standing out as a more powerful individual. So for example, at work, you may find like, hey, Leo, I may have never talked to you before, but I heard you're really good at computers and I need help. For some reason, I feel like it's somebody that you haven't spoken to before, but you know, there could be communication with people that you have. And you also have the energy of a creative endeavor with an event card number 8. So pay attention to any type of invitations you get or any type of events you may find yourself being called to go or called to do. You may even be the person that is running this creative endeavor. Painting, music, photography are being highlighted in this card. Artwork in general, which is crazy because that's kind of what I saw. Like a canvas that had a tiger on it. But what I saw in my mind's eye is like it was like hanging up. It wasn't on an easel. But hey, close enough. So you have an event card and a consciousness card coming in from the quantum. So you may find yourself networking, right? When you go to creative endeavors or some type of events that are in the position of networking and meeting new people, what happens at those places? You talk to a bunch of people you never met before. So let's see here what you have in the overall energy from your tarot theme cards. But I'm really liking this here for you, Leo. And it looks like you're standing out to others as well. And I get that with this present power card. You have share the love with the 3 of Cups. There it is. A lot of people around you or a lot of people coming your way. Could be making new friends, making new connections, sharing your love with other people, sharing your wisdom, sharing your voice, sharing even what you know. I feel like for some of you as well, you could also find yourself in a position of teaching. Like if you know that you're good at something and you know that there are people out there that would wish to find somebody that can help them with it, you may find yourself in a teaching or mentor position, or maybe that's something that you already do. But you have the 3 of Cups here. Share the love. There's an emphasis on people around you. Could be potential reconciliation or like running into people that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while. But let's see, on the 3 of Cups, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you are standing out to people very strongly. Someone even may come up to you in a very random way. I'm like, hey, Leo, I see you here all the time. Or I really like that sweater. Or I really like those pants or those shoes that you're wearing. It's almost like people are just like finding excuses to talk to you here. What's coming your way is the Hanged Man. Your influence is the High Priestess. What's unexpected is the Page of Cups. Messages coming in. Your advice is the Hermit. And your outcome is the 2 of Pentacles. All right, so let's see here. You have the Hanged Man in what's coming your way. So something is about to become unstuck for you. Something that felt stuck for a while. Something that you didn't feel like there was much movement in or movement towards in a while. And with the High Priestess coming in, this is the energy of being limitless. The High Priestess has knowledge. They have wisdom. But they hide it behind this pomegranate curtain back here, right? The High Priestess knows that you must earn her wisdom. You must earn what she knows. So I feel like for a lot of you, like, that's what I'm feeling. I don't know. Maybe you're going to take, like, hey, I'm doing a pop-up class, $20 a person. Leo, you're going to teach people how to paint, how to work a camera, how to do their photography, whatever. These are just examples as well. But it's like something, you have wisdom and knowledge in something and you feel like, yeah, maybe there are some energies that you would just tell this knowledge and wisdom to, but there are other people that you're kind of like, all right, well, what can we exchange back at each other? Like, I have this wisdom for you. What do you have for me? And it's not necessarily looking for something or like feeling like there has to be something given to you, but it's more of like a reciprocation thing where you know what you know is powerful. It's almost like priceless, right? Because it could have been something that you went through in an experience and you had to learn through an experience, you know, stuff like that. So if you did go through something and you found a way out of it, you may actually be setting yourself up to teach other people this. Let's see. On the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Wands. Yeah. So all the people are around you, but you still have that wall up. You know that you shouldn't just give everything away all at once. On the Hanged Man of your what's coming your way, we have the Queen of Cups and the Star. Beautiful healing, emotional healing as well. If you have been feeling hurt emotionally or down emotionally, you may be feeling an uplifted sense of emotion. Your influence with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Hello to the Three of Swords. Yeah. So you had to go through something difficult to learn something. And I feel like there are people around you that just want to know your newfound wisdom. Or they just want to know how you got there. And like, your story is important. But your experience is also just as important in knowing that. I feel like there are people that are listening and they're like, yeah, I get exactly what you mean, Miss Machise. I just try not to word it in a selfish way. But a lot of the times you really can't learn something until you go through it. You can say or do or be or whatever the case may be. But to truly master something, you have to go through it. So I feel like there's something that you went through. It's like you're coming out on top. People see your power. People see your energy. And it's like they might not fully understand that you had to go through some of your darkest days to find this power, to become this person. You know, you may have had to get your heart broken a lot to finally feel more stable in your emotions or your love. If you felt like a very triggered individual in your past, you might have had to get triggered a lot for you to figure out how not to get triggered anymore. So it's almost like this. And I don't feel like you're saying that to people where you're like, all right, well, I'm not giving you any wisdom because you have to go through it on your own. But I feel like there are certain little pomegranates, right? There are certain pomegranates of knowledge that you can give these people that are needing them or wanting it from you. But there's also that energy of experience. So let's see. Page of Cups of what's unexpected with the Sun to the Nine of Pentacles again. Wow. And the Queen of Wands. So Leo, there is something that you experience that you can make not only connections with and find fellow people that either went through it or are going through it to assist. And or, because it could be both, you went through something that now you can use power to teach, power to hold, power to have to other people, where you may have not held this power before. But what's unexpected for you is a reward, because you have the Nine of Pentacles here and you have the Nine of Pentacles there. So this is something that is for you specifically, that you went through, that other people are wanting information on. Let's see. We have the Hermit in your advice with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So your advice is to come out of hermit mode, express more, do more, be more, say yes to invitations, say yes to starting things, say yes to the new insight you have. And your outcome with the Two of Pentacles, with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. An experience will make you feel stable. An experience you went through could very much make you even money. Right? And on the King of Pentacles, we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, you learned something very specifically that now you could put out there in earning from what you learned. Financially, support, and for some of you even, it doesn't even have to be something that you put a price on, right? Say you went through a lot of bad relationships and you finally have found yourself in a healing position. Maybe you met somebody new and you have some people around you and they're like, well, how'd you do that? How'd you attract somebody better? How'd you align to somebody better? And you're kind of like, I did the work inside. I can guide you, right? Just as like a tarot reader, I can guide you, but I can't spoon feed you. I can guide you of what the energy is giving and what your guidance is getting, but I cannot force your hand. So I feel like you are sitting on top. People see it. You're in the spotlight. It's like you're needed. You're wanted. It's like there's like a metaphorical line out your door that you don't even notice or you don't even see just yet. And people are going to want that information from you. They're gonna, something's happening here where they're like, Leo, how'd you do it? And you're like, ah, young one, how did I do it? And I get this such like a wisdom energy from you. So possibly you started your own business. Maybe you took off. Or you are taking off and people are like, wow, Leo, like, how'd you do that? What'd you do? There's something that is so powerful in your energy that other people want to know how. How did you do this? So this is what I have here for you, Leo, in terms of zodiac signs in your spread. It could be, we have Virgo, Pisces, and Aquarius, as well as Gemini and Leo. So pay attention to the people around you or the new people coming your way. It's definitely going to possibly feel like a lot or overwhelming if you find yourself going to somewhere or doing something. So let's see what your ending oracle is. We're going to get it from the Starseed Oracle for you, Leo. And you have the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Yes. And Leo, as the ruler of the sun, if you see the sun right there, you would be considered the golden children in general. So very, very synchronized that you have that. Golden children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age, begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, I felt such a strong energy of like intellect, wisdom, things like that. Due to your extreme intelligence and unique intelligence, you may find yourself easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if you're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love. To nurture and nourish it. To give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood. To encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child. To see yourself and all others as innocent children. To remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as the journey through this great adventure called life. So your question to ask with this card is, how can you treat yourself and others more tenderly? All right, Leo. So this is what I have here for you for the next 24 hours. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you do not miss any readings from this channel. And I'll see and talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Bye now.